So I am at Camp Bravo Yankee, and I have fixed a small little quickie tarp up, and I'm going to run through here and show you. So I'm using a graphite rod on this side, graphite rod on this side, and right in the middle I've got a tripod, and I got a hanger right here that I'm using to twist. I twisted it up and stuck this piece of wood in it there to secure it to make the tripod. I didn't have to do it that way. I just thought, since I was kind of just rigging everything together with just junk out here in the shed, I thought it would be interesting to use the wire hanger instead of actually just tying it or using a metal ring. I thought it would be kind of cool to use the hanger just to kind of follow suit of the, whatever I've got around. And like you said, like I said, I'm in my backyard. Bravo Yankee. I got this, the tarp is tore up, look at that, and I've tried to adjust it the best I possibly can. So I did go out and purchase a brand new tarp, but I do not want to use it out here. As a matter of fact, my good tarp, which was the camo tarp, which was a good one, was sitting on my front porch, and a month or so ago in the bad weather, the wind blew it away, and I lost it. So anyway, and I'm just using cordage up here for my line here, and it's attached to a small tree, pine tree here, an evergreen, and then it's attached to the mulberry tree over there. Now here is my fire pit, and as you can see, it's just in shambles. A mixture of me moving the rocks around because Violet comes out here, because here, right here, this is Violet's run. It's attached to the mulberry tree all the way up to the house. So this is her run, which I'm going to have to adjust while I've got this tarp up because she gets tangled up. So anyway, this is going to be my fire pit, and I need to fix it, which I will do here shortly. But I don't know, I spent 10 or 15 minutes just throwing this together with the crappy junk that I had available. And I might be spending the night out here soon. I was out at Camp Bravo Yankee this morning before it rained, and I was going to set up a cooking area on the fire pit, but I needed something to hold up a grate, and I couldn't really find anything. Then I came up with this idea. So I'm going to use hangers, and what I'm doing is cutting them and then keeping them in this L shape like this. Now the problem is one hanger by itself will not be sturdy enough to hold that grate up. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to piece about 4 or 5 of these together, tie them together with wire, and create a stand for that grate that I can stick into the ground. So let's begin doing that. The materials that I'm using are clothes hangers, wire clothes hangers. I've got a pair of pliers so that I can bend and twist. I'm not using these to cut with. I have these right here that I'm using to cut the hangers with. I have a yardstick, which I'm going to end up making these. They're going to be about 25 inches at the bend, and then it looks like we've got, looks like about 7.5 inches at the bend here. And basically what's going to happen is this just going to stick into the ground, and then this right here is going to hold up the grate. But I'm going to attach several of them together using Dollar Tree wire. That way it'll give me something a little bit stronger. So I'm going to run through this real quick. So you can kind of see how I'm working it. Again, I'm sure there's plenty of other easier ways of doing this. I'm going to cut them right here at the bend. There we go. Then all I'm going to do is straighten out this one end. Use the pliers to try to straighten it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Just enough to kind of keep that straight a little bit. And then this end here, I'm just going to fold it out until it makes that L. And that's really all I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do several dozen of these, and then I'll get right back with you. Alrighty, so I'm going to use 8 of them, 4 for one side, 4 for the other. Basically, I'm just going to put them together until they form a T, just like this. I'm just going to wrap them up with this wire here. Alrighty, so I have 4 of these made. There's 8 coat hangers each. And we're going to take these outside, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to use them for. So I'm here at camp in Bravo Yankee, and I have this old large fan grate that I use as a grate for my fire. Yeah, I need it to stay a little bit higher, so these are going to go into the ground. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to use these four, there we go, to create this box. And then I can sit my grate on there. There we go. So now, when I have my fire going, I can adjust this by height if I want to push these deeper in or pull them out. And since they're made of metal, they're not going to melt. And then I can have my little grate right here, and I can do my cooking over the campfire. Alrighty, so I decided that I was going to add on a little bit of a Dollar Tree haul in this video because it all pertains to Camp Bravo Yankee out there to some degree. Now, I made a washing machine, and here's part of it. This is the inner bucket. A while back, several years ago, I did a video on it. You might be able to find it if you look around my YouTube channel. But basically, it's this 2.5 gallon bucket with lid and a 5 gallon bucket with lid. And this fits inside of it where I put the clothes and the laundry soap. And I was using it, I was shaking it around, rolling it around, but I decided that I would get a plunger. So the plunger will fit in here, go through the lid, fit inside the other bucket and through that lid, and then I can do this here to wash my clothes outside at camp. So I got that Dollar Tree plunger there for that. I got these really long skewers, these bamboo skewers. It says they're 32 inches long for cooking out at camp. And I originally had grabbed these. I don't know if it says how long they are or not. It doesn't really say how long they are. There's 100 in this pack, bamboo skewers as well. I originally had these, but when I saw these large ones, I had to grab the large ones as well. Because I'm using an old fan grate as a grate for my cooking out there, I got myself a scrubber so that I could clean it off. I've cleaned it several times, but I always want to make sure I have it. But I also purchased this 2-piece grill topper, aluminum, so that I don't necessarily have to set my food, lay aluminum foil over the top of the grate and poke holes in the aluminum foil and cook on that. I can just put my food on here, set this straight onto the grate and cook that way. And again, I was already going to have the cooking out done today. I was going to have lunch out there, but it started raining pretty bad, so I decided to wait on the lunch. I still do have the meat and the rest of the items sitting in the fridge waiting, so it's only a matter of time before I get that lunch out there going, but I'll get right back with you.